Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Monsters Love You 2. Arrive at the coop. A trestle opens the heavy gate, she lumbers inside and latches it shut. A trestle plods past a concrete bunker with a large bell mount on its roof. She stops where a heavy steel plate lies flat on the ground. Okay. A trestle's great paw holds you securely with no hope of escape. You feel despair washing over you. Well, even if I wanted to, I can't struggle or bite. I can't look around and learn instead, which is what I probably would have picked. I have to pick despair. You rest in a trestle's clutch, unresisting. A trestle kicks a steel plate and it slides over, revealing a dark hole. A trestle shakes you and Ruck out of her net. Ruck attacks a trestle without hesitation. The monsterling's claws have no effect on the elder's thick hide. Okay, we have no choice but to laugh at Ruck's failure. Okay, we got some malice. You let your monstrous instincts rule you. It feels good. A trestle nudges Ruck into the hole. They land in darkness with a thud. This one is underfed, but seems strong. She turns to you. You feel very small. Are you so strong? Your body trembles with involuntary fear. I have to go with I'm too sad to do anything. My little nasties here will either break you or make you. At least the normal ones will. You can never tell what the deviants will do. Ruck shouts wordlessly. A trestle slides a metal plate back in place, muffling the sounds. Little Ruck seems to have more potential than you do. I'll make sure they get plenty to eat while they're down in the tick tank. She looks down at you without another word waiting. Demand food for myself. A trestle leans down and roars, shaking your bones and setting your flesh a quiver. The roaring continues until you're lying flat on the sandy ground. You think you're the only one who needs things. You think I do this because it's easy. There are many monsterlings here, and now you're one of them. Your future depends on your personality when you grow up. If you grow up. Normal adolescents have a productive future ahead of them. Deviants don't always last long, but if they do, their future is different. Stay back and say nothing, I guess. You keep to yourself and let your events transpire without your interference. I have few rules for those living in my group. One lesson. First lesson. She swats you down with one great paw. Ow. Monsterlings love to fight, but try to keep your fights on the tussle ground. She holds up her fat spider, freshly squished just out of your reach. Repeat after me. The tussle ground is for fighting. Good, good. A trestle gives you the spider. Chewing and swallowing it restores some of your flesh. And I got some guts. Fighting will toughen your spirit, but you shall not kill, only hurt. Only I will kill, and only if there is need. She produces. Just a second. She produces an iridescent beetle as big as both of your paws together. A tristle points across the open yard of the coop. Take your naps in that sandy pit. The napping pit is for... Say it's for napping. Good. Obey my rules and be rewarded. She gives you the beetle and you devour it. The sour guts fill your belly for a moment. Sleeping is the best way to recover your scattered brains. The special food will make you more solid, bold, and patient. With another pause, she points to a bell dangling inside the bunker door. Here in the coop, I ring my bell before feeding the monsterlings. What happens when I ring the bell? Tell me. Say we get food. Good. Always do as Elder Atrisel says. Oh, nice. I got some max 2 of everything. She drops the worms and you devour them. You feel less like a quivering blob and more like a monster. We are done for the day. She hoists her net and plods away to a nearby concrete bunker. Atrisel enters her bunker and closes the heavy door behind her. It's dark down here. You gradually become aware of movement all over the coop. The shadows seem to sprout eyes and mouths and paws. Monsterlings creep out of the nooks and crannies and peer at you more closely, then leave as quickly as they came. Sit and rest for a moment. You sit on the lid of the tick tank and recover your breath with a brief rest. Okay, well, can't I go over to the sandpit? Oh, I got some brains. Nice. This is all I've got. Is the Trissel's bunker or the gate? I kind of feel like wander around the gate. A stiff-limbed monsterling stands stock still staring at the coop gate. He quivers slightly, clenching his paws. The monsterling shakes one paw and shouts into the sharps. Beware adolescent thugs, for Gory the Watcher hears you gathering. Ask if he shouldn't be the listener instead. Gory looks down and takes a deep breath. Hold up there, old monsterling. He pivots on one foot and looks directly at you. Threats beyond the gate may sense your vulnerability. Let not your aged weakness tempt them. I, Gory the Watcher, listen for their gurgling stomachs. Ask him for more details. Gory seems pleased that you're taking an interest. As the Watcher, I have watched them. There's a wild adult out there, and sometimes the adult doesn't chase the adolescents. They gather together and talk. They should be eating each other or fleeing. It's not natural. All it would take is a single crack or a narrow gap. We must be vigilant and ready to ring the bell if anything comes. Elder Atrisel isn't always here to protect us, you know, and she's not as strong as she pretends. Atrisel is an amalgam of hyper-intelligent morsels posing as an elder. Alright, that's Gory. Yeah, listen further. Their bickerings reduce her to an unpredictable parody of a council member. I know things about everybody in the coop. You, me, you again. Take Lindidi, for instance. Her head contains magic dance shoes that tap ancient information into her thoughts. Or Rancid. They're not really a monster, but a costume worn by a living sweater. I say don't. You contain yourself with some effort. You're full of water, Gory. Remember when you said standing on your head would make your second eye come in? But he did tell us where those interesting mushrooms would grow after the fog. Those mushrooms had an astonishingly complex texture. The rest of the monsterlings scoff at goober. Those mushrooms gave me an upset stomach. A little pain is a small price to pay for such interesting delicacy. Encourage Gory to keep talking. Some of the monsterlings laugh at Gubgubba, but others laugh at Heech. Gory grins and vibrates with growing enthusiasm. Under a great metal plate, a part of this volcano is about to erupt. It will bring fire and lament to every part of the coop. Did you know that grass might be edible? A thistle often chews it but spits it out. It calms it, but not as much as swallowing a human baby. Yeah, he's probably just blathering on. You put the strange image out of your head. You were a pirate of that sea until your darling pet pigeon ratted out your secret harbor. What? Mm, strike a bold piratical pose. Okay. Gory gestures at you, then looks at the other monsterlings as though he'd made some devastating point. Ah, he points at you again. I'm not the only one who knows things, nor is Lididi. He keeps pointing at you. You knew things as soon as you were formed, and the that you knew words, you had thoughts. Clearly an aberration of some kind. Gory shuffles away, you look back and see that everyone else is staring at you. I still say those mushrooms were sublime. Really? I was kind of hoping you could rest. As you near Atrisa's bunker, you cross paths with a battered monsterling. Don't bother Lindidi, she's busy. Trust Heech on this. Um... let's do the whole snow. Ah, nice. Lindidi paces between Atrisa's cowbell and a large iron stake jutting from the ground. Her eye stalks swivel your way and she addresses you. No one speaks up on no one sneaks up on me, newborn. I'm Lindidi, famed for my stupidity and ignorance. Let her keep talking. I'm rightly called a weirdo for trying to learn things. She points to her evenly spaced tracks along the bunker wall. But if I had to manage to learn this, I will know the secret of hand-to-hand combat. That's stupid. You can't learn things by learning things. This is the metric system, Heech. Controlling distance during a fight is a crucial skill. By using the metric system, I can confound any opponent. It will never work. Someone's gonna crack your skull. Lindidi points at you. You there. What's more important in a fight, strength or strategy? Say it's a balance of the two elements. Heech snorts. Lindidi rolls her eyes at you. Monsterlings who can't make a decision are worse than the ones who are just wrong. Lindidi slumps with her back to the bunker wall. Well, anyway, I will confound them. Lindidi points emphatically at her footprints. That's what I've learned. Footprints that she's indicating look no different from any other footprints you've seen. What's the difference? Lindidi gives you a cool look, then brightens up again. Permit me to demonstrate. I know This isn't the tussle ground, but the older won't mind as long as we're not too loud. No way, not again. You use tricks. That's the point, Heach. The trick's a strategy. It's a waste of time. Trevort's trying to start one of his gangs again. Gotta save your guts for the tussles. Save my strength for later. I guess you're not interested in learning. Suit yourself, newborn. Lindity tugs her eye stalks. If only I were normal, all this information wouldn't burden me. Normal is an arbitrary range in the middle of the bell curve. Can you hear how stupid I am? I know that, but I don't know what a bell curve is. Shrug. You rest for a while as Lindity paces in an awkward silence. Napping pit! I can go nap! Yes, you slip quietly into the napping pit. Many monsterlings are piled up here, sharing mutual warmth for their naps. One monsterling sits apart from the rest, shivering. A voice hisses at you from the pile. Hey, newborn, you gotta nap with that weirdo Rancid. You gotta prove you're normal before we let you sleep in the warm. Shut up, Pyrex, I'm trying to sleep. No, you shut up. Shh. The cascade of shut-ups wakes up the whole pile. Growl and snarl and make everybody shut up so I can sleep. They'll shut up eventually on their own. Let's use that guts. The 8-way argument comes to a halt, but they're all angry at you now. Something heavy bounces off your head. And you, Rancid, don't go getting any ideas. You still can't join us. Rancid, caught sneaking closer, stops mid-stride and shies away from the pile. Okay, newborn, you're less weird than Rancid, so you can sleep with us. Your body is cooling rapidly. The warmth would be so nice. Let's go nap with Rancid instead. You flop down next to Rancid. Rancid pushes you away and rolls back to their feet. No, not with me. You get a little rest, but you're chilly. You awaken near dawn to a strange, dry, slithering sound. Rancid's body is distorting and stretching under their sweater. Rancid's paws contort and grab as their claws extend. Their arms pull in, and then their legs. Rancid's weight and limbs shift and shiver under their sweater. They now resemble a monsterling-sized tristle. I'm in a sweater. Go over and take a closer look. Rancid blinks at you a few times. The mimic doesn't retreat. Rancid studies you fearfully. Before your very eyes, Rancid shifts into a shape more like you. Oh yeah, we can use that stand my ground. Rancid draws closer. Rancid swipes at you with claws much like your own. Offer Rancid a paw in friendship. Are you trying to set me up? Lots of monsterlings pretend to be nice just to betray me later. Big laughs for everyone except me. Monsterlings can't control themselves. Your reflected shape relaxes and melts away under the sweater. Too many of them. Cast me out of the pile. Rancid, shut up over there. Talk later, maybe. Rancid nods at you, steps away from you, and gathers the sweater around themselves. You get a little more rest before the night is truly over. Yay! Okay, stone stump table. Check out the stone stump table. Gooba Gooba looks even bigger next to the stone stump table. You wouldn't expect that since this table is so big, but he looms somehow. Sit with me, be second in line. He stares at the empty table, waiting with impeccable patience. His great form radiates calm. You wait. Now that you're closer to him, something smells odd. You smell, is that cinnamon? Don't say it out loud. And you wait. Gibber Gibber's stomach rumbles, he belches. The spicy burp makes your eyes water, and it's worse because it smells so good. Ask for some of your cinnamon bark. Gibber Gibber paws tighten slightly on his belly, then he shrugs as if to indicate there's nothing left for you. And wait, you realize that mealtime may not be for a while yet. Um, mention that it's going to be sometime before food comes. But there will be food, and I must be ready if I'm to get the most interesting tidbits. Gibber Gibber continues to stare and wait. Occasionally he mouths words like rarefied and scintillating. Gory wonders by checking for leftovers. I love the coop. The food isn't always sophisticated, but from time to time we get amazing treats. Haven't you heard, Gub? Tristle went hunting today for fresh green vegetables. Gubba Gubba frowns as his belly convulses. And gallons of pure, clean water, just the way you like it. Gubba Gubba groans. Half-digested slime issues from Gubba Gubba's horrified mouth like chunky lava. It splatters across the otherwise empty table. The sight of the rich, greasy vomit makes your belly rumble. There are spices in there. Share the mess with Gory. Gory laughs and smiles at you. Gubba Gubba mutters something about monsters with no appreciation for the finer things and faints. A Tristle hides the remains of her plastic babies by injecting them into Gubba Gubba. Is he just talking to himself? You think he's sharing a secret with you, if it's a secret and not just nonsense. When the elder Gratrag finds out, he'll have the Council of Elders turn her to stone. The feeding bowl jangles, monsterlings howl, and the lid of the tic tank vibrates just once as something slams into it from below. A Tristle approaches, dragging a steaming tub of moldy lichen soup to the table. A Tristle pulls a wad of bat heads from beneath the surface of the soup. I want those brains. They can simulate the body and the brain. Gooba Gooba, leave that for me. I want a big portion for once. Old monsterling, please help me. I will see that you get a bite of the good stuff. Insist that everyone has a share of the bat heads. Good idea. These are fine like a well-aged cheese. He picks up a wad of bat heads and smells it. Gubba Gubba swallows most of the bat heads in one bite. I must apologize. My tongue is less generous than I am. Uh-oh. Gubba Gubba apologetically moves to block your approach at the table. I lost 2 health. Gubba Gubba leans against the table as though stretching his muscles. Get out of the way of whatever it is and kick him. Jump away, something nasty is coming, punch him. Ah, he lost 2 health. Okay, Gubba Gubba tries to kick you with both feet, but you sidestep and reply with a kick of your own. Okay, Gubba Gubba resumes his earlier calm expression. He sits at the table, still between you and the table. Sits. Alright. That close jab him, kick him while he's down. Scramble past him and claim the bat heads. Oh. Okay, he grabs you and smacks you to the ground, then waggles one admonishing claw in your direction. Even without enough bat heads, there's enough soup for everyone. It fills your belly almost to bursting. We can actually go to the tussle ground if we want. Let's see something. We can save. Okay. We're just gonna go save. Yes. Because we're gonna wrap things up here. So, if you made it this far and enjoyed, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Feel free to leave a comment as I do read each and every single one. I hope you're having a wonderful time zone wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!